President Trump has tapped the vice president to lead a new task force to combat fraud.
And while the massive fraud uncovered in Minnesota has helped to spark this crackdown, it's not just a Minnesota problem. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Mattera has the story of a scheme in North Carolina that siphoned off millions of dollars in Medicaid funds. Jason.
They stole outright about $13 million that they should not have gotten otherwise.
Federal prosecutors say this wasn't some sloppy bookkeeping mistake. They say it was a scheme built around a North Carolina drug treatment center. And it was a family affair. Authorities say Brandon Sims owned Life Touch LLC while his mother and sister helped run the operation. According to court records from 2018 through 2023, Medicaid-eligible patients were lured into the clinic using kickbacks.
They would get say a $50 gift card, give it to a patient at the end of the week. If the patient came to several sessions that week, how often the patient came, that would determine how much they were given in gift cards.
Investigators say the defendants even tried to make those payments look legitimate by routing the gift cards through yet another family connection.
They used the grandmother's church to purchase the gift cards and give gift cards through that to, make it seem like, hey, we're just doing some type of charity.
They weren't. In fact, some of the very patients enrolled in the program were allegedly using those gift cards in ways that only deepened their addiction.
We had evidence that they would go and buy drugs with it.
The fraud machine had another moving part, billing Medicaid for drug tests where results didn't matter.
They would do the drug screens on many of these folks. The drug screen would come back positive, showing that the patient was still abusing drugs. And they would just ignore it and sweep it under the rugs and continue to give them kickbacks.
Altogether, prosecutors say the family fraud ring drained Medicaid of $12.7 million. And that money didn't go toward treatment.
There's property after property after property. There's a 2021 Rolls-Royce Corvette. And when we executed a search warrant at his house in Houston, we found $1.3 million in cash. This wasn't like, oops, I accidentally stole $1.3 million in cash. This was a systematic plan that they created.
To this Medicaid scam have pleaded guilty, including Brandon Sims, who appeared to fancy himself as an influencer. Now comes the punishment. They've recently been sentenced to federal prison with terms ranging from 30 months to 6 years. And another important detail we learned, the government expects to recover about $8 million through asset forfeiture. That's still well short of the total stolen. But the U.S. attorney for the district told us that getting back more than half is considered a win, as sad as that may sound. Mark, Christina?
Wow, that is sad. It's tough to see that happen, especially when there's so many people out there that genuinely need services like this.
Every dollar you get back is important. You want them all,
right,
but every one you get back is important.
Yeah.
So, all right, thanks, Jason.
Jason, thanks for bringing us that story.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.